The story of Apostle Paul from persecutor to preacher, Acts of the Apostle, chapter 9. Before he was called Paul, his name was Saul, a man feared by early Christians. Saul was a Pharisee, deeply educated in the Jewish law, and he believed followers of Jesus were dangerous blasphemers. With burning zeal, he hunted them down, dragging men and women from their homes and throwing them into prison. He thought he was serving God, but his heart was blind. One day, Saul set out on a journey to Damascus, carrying letters that gave him authority to arrest Christians there. As he walked under the hot sun, something extraordinary happened. A bright light from heaven suddenly flashed around him, brighter than the sun itself. Saul fell to the ground trembling and heard a voice say, "Saul, Saul, why do you persecute me?" Shaken and afraid, Saul asked, "Who are you, Lord?" The voice replied, "I am Jesus, whom you are persecuting." When Saul stood up, he discovered he was blind. The powerful man who once struck fear into others now had to be led by the hand into Damascus. For 3 days he neither ate nor drank, praying in darkness. Then God sent a disciple named Ananias who was afraid of Saul, but obeyed. When Ananias laid his hands on him, Saul's sight was restored, and he was filled with the Holy Spirit. Saul was baptized, and his life was completely transformed. From that moment on, Saul became Paul, a bold preacher of the very Jesus he once opposed. He traveled across cities and nations, Jerusalem, Antioch, Ephesus, Corinth, and Rome, proclaiming that Jesus is the Son of God. Paul faced beatings, imprisonment, shipwrecks, hunger, and rejection, yet he never stopped preaching. Even in chains, he wrote 13 books of the Bible called the Pauline epistles, filled with faith, hope, and love that become much of the New Testament. Paul taught that salvation comes not by works, but by grace through faith. He reminded believers that God can transform anyone, no matter their past. Once a persecutor, Paul became a servant. Once blind, he helped the world see the truth. Paul's life stands as a powerful testimony. No one is beyond God's mercy, and when God calls a person, he can turn even the darkest past into a story of purpose and light.
Please subscribe for more Bible stories.